when you look at yourself, you look at your past, I always like this question because I think we can all point back to certain things and be like, oh, our life is great. But if I put you in this position of saying, you look back to when you're 17, if there's one decision that you could change since your 17th birthday, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, your path has been great. So there may be nothing, but I'm going to try to force out of you something that could have changed. If you had to change one decision, what would it be since your 17th birthday?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I think maybe just some of the things that I did, college and early on, definitely, had success, did well in college and in my time at Morgan Stanley was good too. But I think just looking back now, I have two young kids, 7 and 5. I think I probably should have traveled more and kind of just soaked in more of my, kind of 18 to 28, period. My wife and I had kids pretty young. We love, everything about that, but just kind of, I probably didn't take enough advantage of some of those, studying abroad or going on more trips. There's just some of that stuff that you can't really get back from a time perspective. So I kind of see that's also similar, becoming much more of a thing now. People are, taking gap years or taking more time to do a lot of that stuff. But I do feel like I probably missed out on some of that, just kind of focusing a little bit, either whether it's school or work or things like that. So hopefully that's something that is, I think, just changing culturally too. So that will probably be more of a thing going forward. And hopefully my kids can experience that too. But I think that's been a big thing too. And I think we've seen COVID wise too, just not being able to travel for so long is kind of, one of the things that's been on my mind. So.